guys, welcome to our podcast. Today we're going to talk about British and American culture. We're going to compare different aspects like food, language, traditions, daily life, entertainment, education, and sports. So we'll also share our opinions about which one we like more and why. So let's get started.
In the UK, people usually eat traditional food like fish and chips, English breakfast, and they drinks a lot of tea during the day. It's more homemade and classic.
Yeah, and in the US, people eat more fast food like burgers, pizza, and fries. It's quicker and more convenient for daily life.
I think American food is more popular around the world because it's everywhere and easy to find. You can see it in many countries.
That's true, but British food feels more traditional or maybe a bit healthier in some cases. It also has a strong cultural identity.
Honestly, I prefer American food because it looks more delicious and there are like more options to choose from. So it just feels like more exciting.
All right, now let's talk about languages and accents. This is something very interesting.
They both speak English, but it sounds really different depending on the country and region. The pronunciation changes a
For
lot.
example, British people say flat and Americans say apartment. There are also differences in spelling vocabulary.
Also, words like lift and elevator, for example, they mean the same but are used differently. So that can be confusing for learners.
I think the British accent sounds more like elegant and formal. It's very unique.
Yeah, but the American accent is easier to understand, especially for people learning English. That's why it's more common in media. So now let's move on to traditions. Both countries have very interesting customs.
In the UK, people drink tea every day and follow traditions related to the royal family. These traditions are very important in
Yeah,
their
and they
culture.
also have events connected to the monarchy that many people follow. It's a big part of their identity.
In the US, people celebrate holidays like Thanksgiving and Independence Day. The celebrations are very important for families.
I think American celebrations are bigger, more colorful, and more energetic than the celebrations of another countries. They look very fun.
That's true, but British traditions feel more classic and elegant. They have a different style.
Yeah, both cultures have strong traditions in their own way. It just depends on what you like more. So now let's talk about daily life. This can be very different between countries.
So in the UK, the weather is usually rainy and cold. So people stay indoors more often. It affects directly their lifestyle.
In the US, the weather really depends on the state. Some places are very hot and
I think
others
life
are
in
very
USA
cold.
feels faster and more busy. People are always working on doing some things.
Yeah, but in the UK, life feels more relaxed and calm. It's less stressful in some ways.
I think it depends on the lifestyle each person prefers. Both have advantages. But now let's talk about entertainment. This is something both countries are famous for.
But the UX and the US have a big influence on music and movies around the world. They are global
In the UK,
leaders
there are
in
famous artists
entertainment.
like Adele and Harry Styles. Their music is very popular.
In the US, there are Hollywood movies and many international celebrities. So we can say it's a huge industry.
I think American entertainment is more global and commercial. It's reaching more people.
But British artists are also very talented and respected. They have a strong impact too.
Okay, so now let's talk about education.
In the
There are
UK,
some
students
interesting
usually wear
differences here.
uniform in school. It make everything look more formal.
Their education system is also more structured and traditional. It can be more strict,
In the US, students don't usually wear uniforms. They have more freedom in that aspect.
Schools in the US are more flexible and different depending on the states. It's not the same everywhere.
I think both systems have advantages and disadvantages. It depends on the student. So now, finally, let's talk about sports. This is also an important part of the culture.
in the US, football or soccer is very popular.
Yeah, fans are very
People
loyal
are very
to their
passionate about
teams.
it.
It's a big part of their life.
I would like to say that in the US, sports like American football and basketball are more popular. Those sports, they are very competitive.
I think sports in the US are more commercial and big events. There is a lot of money involved.
But in the US, football culture feels more emotional and traditional. It's very intense.
I prefer American
So,
culture
which one do you
because it's
prefer
more
and
modern
why?
and dynamic. It feels more exciting to me.
I like both, but I think the US is more fun and entertaining. There's always something happening.
I prefer British culture because it feels more elegant and traditional. I like that style more.
Well, I think both are interesting, but I would like to choose the US. It just fits my personality more.
So yeah, both cultures are unique and interesting in their own way. And we hope you
Thank
enjoyed
you.
our podcast and learned something